Hi guys, welcome to another episode of AmeriCooking. Today we are going to try some of my favorite treats, chocolate. I'm sitting here with a chocolatier, Sarah of Peace, Love, and Chocolate. Sarah, how do we get from this to this?
Well, it's quite a process, Erica. Many people don't realize what goes into actually making a truffle, but it does start with the cacao pod. This is a full-size cacao pod. It's dried. You can actually hear
So
the
this is
beans
real?
inside of it. This is real. When they harvest it, it's a very pliable green pod, much like a pumpkin.
Okay.
And the pod is split open, and then the seeds with all the sticky, it's called mucilage around it.
These guys?
Yes, are scooped out of the pod, and then they're allowed to ferment for many hours, sometimes many days.
Okay.
It's intensely bitter, and the fermentation actually mellows some of that, really deepens the flavor.
Okay.
Once the beans are fermented, they're dried, and this is kind of what they look like. The beans are roasted, and when the skin is removed after they're roasted, they fall apart. And then you have what's left, which are cacao nibs.
Okay.
Now, this is actually what's made into chocolate.
Okay.
At this point in time, it goes through a grinding process. Sometimes sugar is added. If it's a milk chocolate, milk powder or milk solids will be added. And as it continues to grind, it gets smoother and smoother. Some chocolatiers also add additional cocoa butter for mouthfeel.
Okay.
And the end product is then chocolate. I purchase already beautifully made chocolates from various bean-to-bar chocolatiers across the world. We then make them into various things. We of course make different mousses and cakes and things like that, but one thing we're known for are truffles and bonbons.
Tell me about what we have here.
Yes, this is quite an eclectic collection. We have over 55 different flavors any given day of the year.
Whoa.
Many are quite seasonal. We do specialize in dark chocolate. Here in Boulder, the clientele really prefer dark chocolate. It's
Okay.
about 80%. So,
Sophisticated Boulderites.
yes, well traveled. I think that's the neat thing about Boulder. It's a community that's really been around the world and tasted many different foods. We just recently started working with a bunch of local distilleries, winemakers, and breweries to come up with what we call the Colorado Spirits Collection.
Okay.
And it's 15 different pieces of chocolates incorporating those Colorado spirits. This particular cherry cordial is made with Leopold Brothers tart cherry liqueur. Our most popular selling item is that one right there with the salt on it. That is our salted liquid caramel. And it's a little different than your traditional chewy caramel that has a pull to it. This one kind of explodes in your mouth as you eat it, and people love it. So this is our lovely lemon. A lot of people ask us how we get these beautiful colors on the chocolates. This is a cocoa butter process. So cocoa butter is actually extracted from the chocolate. It's clear. Color is then added to that, and then something called transfer sheets are made from it. When the bonbons are dipped in the final coat of chocolate and the chocolate's still wet, it's tempered but wet, the little transfer with the colors placed on it, and then as the chocolate starts to set up and temper, it adheres with the temper of the cocoa butter color, and that color is released onto the chocolate, so it's all entirely edible.
Let's go check out how some of this chocolate is made.
This is our Roundhouse pumpkin cordial. So we have a pumpkin cordial liqueur
Okay.
that we put in, and then it's white chocolate and pumpkin spices. And this is a ganache. Honey lavender is really popular. We always make our dark salted liquid caramels, and those ones we roll. Raspberry, vanilla bean.
Whether it's for Christmas or Valentine's Day or any day of the year, I hope that you are enjoying some delicious chocolate. I'll see you next time on AmeriCooking.